How surreal is it to, in 1 year's time, leave everything you once knew, explore the territory of an entirely new state, and then find a way to move to a new territory to do the same thing in a different region, all within a year? That's been my life the last year. I left Oklahoma and set sail to Colorado, living out of my car, in June of 2019. Today is March 2020, so it hasn't even been a year yet. And this entire time I've lived and explored Colorado. And now I'm sitting before an opportunity, not finalized yet, but every other sign is pointing towards it, and we're already making preparations for it to happen. I'll be able to move to Portland, Oregon, and work there and spend time there at the ocean. God, I'm like eager. I'm ready to get to the ocean again. And that would be in April 2020. So by the time June comes, wow, that's such a fast pace. I've been living life on such a fast pace. That's interesting, because I haven't really ever sat down and captured it like this before. People who are close to me know I've wanted, after I took my trip to Portland, that I really fell in love with that region. And I really fell in love with the ocean. The ocean speaks a language I've yet to understand, so I want to go out to it more and listen and learn. So they understood that it meant something to me. So they tell me, congratulations, how does it feel? And really it's felt strange. And this is why I kind of started from start to finish here, or start to up to speed, because I'm trying to figure out why I feel the way I feel. And I almost feel numb, but I'm really low-key extremely excited. I'm about to be able to go to another city in a very valuable region of land within the United States, close to the coast, to go experience the ocean and the personalities of the ocean, with the big city, Seattle, up above me. I mean, it's kind of like Colorado was the test run, and now I'm about to really go spread my wings. And this is exactly what I thought it would be. And it's so interesting that it's here, because the philosophy was to live life like it was a dream. Essentially, capitalize on moments in my real life to put me in positions that I really want to be in, i.e. moving from Oklahoma to Colorado. I was like, if I'm going to live, then I'm going to live the way I want to. Because people would say, well, if you can't afford it, you can't this. But what they don't recognize is that value is a myth. Money is a myth. And what I mean by myth is, it is an idea. It doesn't actually exist other than the idea that we put onto it. So what we say is we want to sustain it with gold. But we determined that gold was the wealth. And when you think of things of value, you can't think of, I chose to not think of them like money. I was just like, it's not about it being expensive. It's about what my soul is driving me to. Everything else will happen. I'll make a way, because they will be less important to get me to the place that I want to be. The most important part, the most valuable part, you see that value? How can you not afford something that you value? Right? Think about that. Furthermore, I'm living life in the dynamic through the eyes of looking at it like it's a dream. Within a year, I've really kind of just played with life. And I want to be really humble here, because I recognize this is not something of my own power. This is a manifestation of surrendering your sails to the wind and flowing with the gust. And look at what it's done to my life. I'm not special. I'm a normal American millennial. Okay? I've experienced things that have caused my intellect and my conscience in defense of myself to kind of summon this super consciousness, this awakening, this awareness. And I think it came out of a instinct to protect myself, and I evolved. And in order to protect myself, I had to become more aware. So I reached for a deeper consciousness. So now I have this awareness on life, and it's very productive. It's very helpful. I use it as a tool every day. And it's the same tool I'm using to be able to see what I'm looking at now. Because you got to think, I'm talking about my own life here. So the ability to look at myself like that, I think, is a very valuable asset as a result of this awakening, so to speak. And if I can leave any encouragement, it's to choose believing yourself over anything else. So I like the way that came out.